Mindustry. So I guess I won't say it now because there's no one watching now anyway. But if you're watching this back, the reason there was no stream the previous days, I've just hurt my finger, so I'll go a bit more in depth once there's actually. I mean, does anyone want to hear about my like hurt finger anyway? So today we're doing the tar fields. We're just gonna hop right into it. Tar fields, here we go. Insufficient core resources. That's not good. 0 of 200. Where am I right now? Windswept? Do I not have... It says I have 700 here. Yeah, now it's working. I should have given myself some titanium there. Okay, 40 waves. It's a lot this time. I don't think we have thorium, but we should have everything else. Yeah, coal, titanium, lead. We have scrap? Do we have scrap up here? No, copper. I think it said there was some scrap somewhere. Yeah, we have bits of scrap around. Under, like, the destroyed structures. Oh, and we do have thorium. Okay, so we do have some thorium here. So this is the first time we can actually use that, and we have the laser drill for that. So let's get our normal starting stuff up. I won't build him... No point in immediately building the copper ones like that. And I do remember, I was told because it'll change automatically with dragging, which I already knew. I don't have to, like, spin it ahead of time. That's almost all of them. Okay, there's that. Next order of business is coal. So I'll just put those there. And then underflow gate there. And a sorter there. No, inverted sorter. I guess it doesn't matter, it just depends what I have selected. And then just connect that, and that should be that setup done. Do we have enough lead for this? We do. Yeah, so... Oh, we have 2 viewers as well. Chat. Chat test, there we go. Guardian in this area is pretty hard, noted. Yeah, so the reason there was no stream yesterday was... How do we run out of lead? No, we ran out of copper. Okay, that's more easily manageable. I'll temporarily not build that one. Yeah, so the reason there was no stream yesterday was I was chopping down a tree with like a handheld axe, or it was part of a tree. It was a big branch on it, like a partially dead tree. But the branch was still sort of a little bit alive, and so it was fairly hard to get through. But the way I was holding it, it was actually really hard to get. It was like hard to get through, and the hatchet was like rubbing against part of my skin. And so in a matter of only like 5 minutes, I think we can use this. In a matter of only like 5 minutes, I managed to get a blister and break it. And so that's been painful. But I am mostly okay. Okay, so let's... Going over there. That's slightly wrong. That'll be one more to the right. I think everything's connected, and we'll run it back into the base. I want to get rid of it all. I want it to run in here. Oh god, what mess have I created? Just undo all that. Oh geez, the copper. Well. What the... My door, I swear I closed my door before I started this stream. It was just like randomly sitting open. It does that a lot. Okay, we have 2 minutes for initial setup. I do need to go find where the enemy base is at some point. Hello, how are you? I'm good. Did you hear about the blister on my hand? Small thing from like the hatchet incident. But yeah, I'm fine. It's a little like painful. I put some like polysporin and a band-aid on it yesterday, but it didn't really stick. And then I went in a hot tub full of like chemicals. No, what happened? It's fine. I had a hatchet and I was like chopping down a dead branch of an apple tree. And then I was just kind of holding it wrong, so I ended up just getting a blister and it popped. Is the door with no doorknob that's slightly opened? Yes, it is. A funny story about that door. I'm pretty sure it's been missing a doorknob for some, like, I've lived in this house for like, I think 6 or 7 years now. It's been over 6, guaranteed over 6. I don't think it's quite 7. No, we moved in summer. It's probably about 7 years I've lived in this house. The door had a doorknob for maybe 1 or 2. For the other 5, like 5 or 6, it's had no doorknob. And I've just gotten so used to it now. The way I keep the door closed is it's a sock. It's a pair of socks. I have jammed in the door. And I close it by just having them jammed in between the door and the wall. So that's how I keep my door shut. I'm pretty sure I have the doorknob. We could put it in if we wanted to. We could fix the door, we just haven't. Okay, let's try and run this in. I do need titanium pretty soon. It's up there. Titanium does need this drill, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think we have to go defenses next, and then we run in the titanium, and then we have to run in the lead as well. Because we are actually gonna need lead at some point, I assume. So we'll do this, and then we'll do defenses, then we'll do lead, then we'll do titanium. And then we're going to upgrade this conveyor, because that's pretty full on copper. This might already be too much copper for it. I will just build a combination router there. So we need to scout the map here. So we have most of the resources. They're either going to come from the top left or top right. Do you guys know? Do you guys know where they come from? I assume it's top right. Top left doesn't seem like an area they would come from. Yeah, okay, it's top right then, definitely. Oh yeah, and there's nothing up here too. It's definitely top right then. Okay, get off my screen quickly. Okay, so, yeah, there's nothing up there. And there's nothing, like, down here for a ways either. Our best defense might be to try and use something electric. How bad are the first few waves? Do you guys know? Because I could just, like, wait and just kill the first couple guys by hand, but I'm always concerned about doing that. Not too bad. Okay, for the first 1 or 2 waves, I'm going to just... That's actually not too long of a distance to walk. Yeah, for the first ones, I'm just gonna ignore them, and then probably I'll get, like, power out of this, and then we'll just use an electric defense, because there's no copper or anything around here. Is it flying waves? Is it flying waves or mainly ground-based? There is lead right there. We can get a flying defense fairly easily. It's just ground defense. There's not much for ground stuff. Do we know if it's flying versus ground waves? I'll start getting lead production here. It's all ground, thankfully. Yes. Oh my god, thank you. I hate the flying things. You guys might like know this about me from like my cold path videos. But you know how like I hate water combat in that game, and I will always try and like go to war with the water touching countries and just leave everything on the inside to deal with last. I hate water because I hate the water in that game because it's so easy to get past something. I I like fighting type games and war type games. Until there are water mechanics, or until there's a mechanic where they can go behind you or over you. As soon as there's something like the enemy can just like pair like Risk. I played a very into a version of I can't speak. Words. I need to talk slower if I actually want to speak. I played a variant of Risk once where there were like upgrades to it. I think I actually did, yeah, these are on my YouTube channel even. There were like upgrades you could do with it, and like powers. So every couple of turns you'd be able to like do some other crazy ability or whatever. But one of those abilities was like you can summon parachuter guys in, and they can just take random territory in behind your opponent's lines. So to actually make sure you wouldn't lose random territory from your opponent's paratroopers, you'd have to have 3 or 4 guys, depending on the level of their abilities, on every single one of your tiles in a Risk game, where every single guy is precious. You need to, on all of your tiles behind all your lines, have 3 or 4, or just things behind your lines get compromised, and then you lose all your bonuses. It was like actual hell. Okay, we're gonna go here to here. Oh god. To here, and then we're gonna... Oh! No, we can just go straight to there, and then we can bridge out this way. Does this touch everything? It doesn't touch that one. Is there any way we can get things from that one out? There is. It's just complicated. So I'll let him build this, and then we'll have to undo part of it. Okay, so those ones are touching. That's all touching. This one can give to the right. The only one right now that doesn't have a method is one there. And the way we can give it something is just by destroying that, and then bridging to there. And we don't actually want that, we want that connection. And then this doesn't need to be here. And so now, the top ones can all go. The back two, so this one pours into this thing. This one goes into this thing. This one also can't go, but I can fix that just with that. I think that works. Yeah, it looks like that's working. So now that will go into here, and then this one can also put up. The only complicated thing with like the bridge conveyors is you can't put something in one way and then do a 180 back over top of it. It can't like do that. So you have to actually put it at the side or with the front of where it's going. I guess we'll just bring it in under. Try and conserve a little space here. Maybe I just bridge it there. Try and keep the lines separate while also... There we go. Have those two run to there. Just get a junction for separation there, and 2 more there as well. The lengths you have to go for go to get segregation in this game is insane. Yeah, my god, ground enemies only is gonna be so nice. There's only a minute and a half in between waves, that should be fine. Oh, it's Novas, though. These guys are a little more annoying. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, that was fine, okay. I always thought these guys were worse. Apparently they're not even that fast. Okay, so Titanium's next, and then wave 3 is when we're gonna get a proper defense. I think this is the closest Titanium to us. I didn't even know this was right here. Yeah, we're gonna get this Titanium, and we'll merge in that one later. For now, we'll just have to go with these, because we don't have Silicon yet. I did also get a couple other schematics. 3 viewers. I think, depending how long that's consistent for, that might be the record. Oh god, do I even have to mess with this? Gonna need Plastanium wall. Really? Yeah, we don't have that here. Some enemies use lasers. Is it Plastanium that does lasers? I know Surge reflects bullets. I thought Plastanium just absorbed arcs. There is oil. Oh yeah, you're right, I guess. I don't think I have the research done for that, though. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, that must have been last time. Plastinium counts lasers. Okay, so it's electrical arcs and lasers. That's good. We do actually have the thing. I just never built it before. What that might mean... It depends on the requirement for the wall. Research okay, so... Because it's only research plastanium, as soon as we create it then, as soon as we actually build it, we should be able to create the walls then. So we're gonna have to research it, bring it back to bring it back to the base, and then we can start building walls out of it. So we will actually... It'll also need some plastanium, so it's gonna need like a buffer of like 1,000 first. Which might be problematic. Because that's a lot to have to get. But we'll see what happens as we go. 4 viewers, guys, you're spoiling me. I died in this area before because the lasers just penetrated the wall and killed my turrets. Yeah, that could be a problem. So, yeah, oh yeah, because they're Novas, right? Higher level Novas get lasers. Yeah, that could be a problem then. I'll keep that in mind then, thank you. That is actually, like, interesting to know. Generally, because they'll use, like, the same weapons, or they'll be, like, of the same type, you can kind of predict that, like, if it's a Nova now, as long as you know what the actual upcoming guy is, like, I guess sometimes, like, if I look at my research here, actually, if I look at my core database, I don't even think I know that the Nova, like, this thing, the Pulsar, it's just a laser guy. Or it's an electrical arc guy. So, you couldn't reasonably know on this level, as a new player, what's gonna come. But you could, with experience, or, like, having played the multiplayer servers like I do, I suppose realize that you'll want Plastanium. Which Guardian is it? Is it the Nova Guardian on this fight too? I don't know. I don't actually know what the Nova Guardian is. Okay, where are we going with this? It's gonna have to join the copper, but it looks like straight down for now works. Or it was working. Can that go all the way? I think bridge conveyors have a limit. No, they can go that way. And then from here, we'll just go sideways. Go under that. And then... when you reach the copper, go down. Go over there. And then we'll just run it all the way along the copper. And right in there. And then once we get the titanium, we're going to upgrade that copper line, because that's actually, like, incredibly clogged right now. Okay, that's... How when conveyors take 1 copper, how does it get partially built? How is that even possible on something that takes 1 copper? Yeah, so we'll go for power after the next wave. Okay, everything is set there. These aren't fully finished. Yeah, we do have coal right there. I think I'm going to want more titanium as well. So, I don't know, do I want to set these mines now? I guess I do. There's not much point in putting it off. Just that I might have to leave partway, but that's fine if I do. Okay, that one goes up. That goes there. Yeah, I never realized how strong bridge conveyors are in this game. Like, it's insane. If I knew how good bridge conveyors were my first time around, they're so good. They're even used so much in like the advanced machines that like that'll produce like so much like plastanium or this or that. They're used constantly in those advanced machines because they're just so good at like moving things. Being able to use in a 2D game, being able to partially use the third dimension is so helpful. Tell us a fun fact. Sperm whales can't come. It's so weird. Okay, I'm gonna deal with the enemies first. Oh, they're okay. Oh shit, is the Guardian the crawler mini boss or the Pulsar mini boss? I'm dead. Let me set this other one off manually. It's easier to just cause these guys to blow up than actually have to kill them. Is the mini boss for this one the level 3 crawler or the level 3 pulsar? Wait, what? Okay, so weird thing. Whenever people ask me like whenever I'm trying to like think of like a fun fact or something, for whatever reason, like I know so much about like so many random things. Like I know tons about loads of random things from my time on the internet and everything. The max green, no, it's not. The boss is not the max green guy. There is no with big laser. I don't know which one that is. Wait, there's no way it's a tier 5 already. I don't believe you. There's no way it would already use the tier 5 pulsar. I haven't seen anything above like a tier 3, I think, on the previous one. Do they really send you a tier 5? That's insane. I mean, I guess at some point they have to introduce you to those ones. I don't actually know what the tier 5 for it is. The only tier 5s I've actually seen... Jesus. Tier 5 pulsar. Holy. The only tier 5s I've actually seen are... I've seen the tier 5 Riso, but not exactly what it does. I've seen the tier 5 Mono, and I've seen the tier 5 of the main flying guy. And I guess, like, of the main walking guy. Tier 4 pulsars are, like, normal enemies later on. Really? Oh my god. So it's gonna get to the point where it's like how I was on that custom map the other day fighting like the tier 3 crawlers as like the normal enemy. Okay, so this is by far the hardest map we've done yet then. Also, that's really full. I'm gonna make sure this is router to get good efficiency. Yeah, so we need to start getting titanium stings in here. Stings, great. Tier 3 crawlers exist here too. Yeah, I figured the tier 3 crawlers. I think we've actually fought tier 3 crawlers before. Tier 3 crawlers, that's like not unexpected. That's not what I want for there. Yeah, that's like double fast, right? So that can handle 2 lines going in. Yeah, tier 3 crawlers I expected. I'm actually going to upgrade more of this as well, because we have extra going in there as well. Partially that, at least. Let's see how this does. Okay, now it's just going too fast. It'll find gaps on occasion where it can, like, go in here, like here. Yeah, routers are actually, like... Routers are so good in this game. Their ability to, like, fill in gaps in, like, a line with just the other line. It's so good for merging lines, too. I'm going to do a similar thing for the... I'm going to do the same thing here. Because that's actually, like, a load of that coming in. Bridge conveyors are also, like, really good just for speed. Because I'm pretty sure they already, like... I'm pretty sure a bridge conveyor already moves, like, as fast as a titanium conveyor. Because there is no titanium bridge. Yeah, like, look, it's moving the same speed. Bridge conveyors are so good. You can actually use them really early game, basically as a replacement for titanium conveyors if you don't have any. Because they just move things so fast. So we're going to need the upgrade of titanium conveyor here as well, because we have so much titanium coming in. So our resources are doing good right off the bat, which is gonna be important apparently on this map. I might... Oh no, I can't save it for a campaign level, can I? I can't create like a backup save for campaign level, I think. So if we lose, we might just have to restart. But if we do lose, we'll at least know what's happening. I don't expect to lose, though. I have easily fought harder before. Please finish this. I want to get like some sort of power going by the end of this. Wait, titanium like that 3-hour-long ship thing? What do you mean? What do you mean by 3-hour-long ship thing? When you lose some of your building, oh, that's really cool. So it acts like a so it gives you like a boost going back into it, and I guess it acts like when you actually lose, like half of it gets destroyed, right? Is it something like that? Half of it would be destroyed, and the other half stays. Kind of like what happens here. You know the ship titanium like either Rosie and Jack? What? Yeah. You know the ship titanium like either Rosie or Jack. I have no idea what you're talking about, Katie. Wait. Titanic? Oh. The ship titanium. No, that was the no, you're thinking of the Titanic, not the titanium. Oh yeah, let me just go harvesting the Titanic over here, guys. Just got the ship graveyard. Okay, power. So we're defending here. If they're coming in with lasers, we'll need the plastanium. It's also gonna be just... What exact angle are they spawning at? Because that's gonna depend how we build the walls. I'll start power. We're not gonna have time to actually build the defenses yet on this turn. Actually, yeah, I can't even start power production. I think we will jump straight... We'll skip over normal generators, though, and we'll go straight to steam if I can. No, I can't, because silicon. What's the closest coal deposit? It's right there, but I'm using that for graphite. The next closest coal is, like, way over here. Okay, so we'll need some temporary power as defenses. Until we can get... We'll need some temporary... Is this excessive? That seems like too many, but probably fine. We'll need some temporary... So that'll just build up power for now. We'll need Oh, there's one. That's scary. Wait, it's like that one song... I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose, fly away. Titanium? Yeah. Yeah, it's like that. The, Oh, they're kind of just bringing all the enemies in. This one's like... This guy is actually, like, probably the best... Maybe not the best, because he's fairly tanky. He's a really good one to have spawn if you're trying to, like, manually kill them. Because he's tanky, but he has no range. He's the tier 2 base guy. He's just a short-range flamethrower, though. Okay, we're gonna have to actually, like, build a defense here, because he's not dying. Which is not good. Please... Okay, I need silicon for the proper... Oh, he's dead. Wait, did he really, like, as I stopped shooting to go build the arc, he died? Titanium's my favorite mineral. What's my favorite mineral? Hang on, I have, like, a mineral book here somewhere. Let's just get horribly derailed for a couple minutes. Hang on, I have to find this. Oh, here it is. I have it's called Pocket Genius Elements. Did you guys know I had, at one point, memorized the periodic table of elements? There was an app on my phone for it. I think I might also have a video of this on my YouTube channel. This is probably a year... This might have been actually before I started my channel. There was an app that you could just, like, use for periodic table memorizing, which, you know, it's just one of those things, like, why have you done this? Where's the table in here? I have to find where the full table is. I think it's back near the beginning. I always, like, miss the page, though, because it's on a weird page. It's, like, hidden somewhere in this book. Where is it? Yeah, I had the whole table memorized, though. Like, I could... If you gave me an element, I could point you to where it goes on the table. Okay, I found it. What's my favorite? I know there were always a couple ones that I like found interesting on this table. I was always interested in like the weird ones that like get named strangely at the end. Some of the ones like well, you've got like you have Einsteinium, which is Einstein, Fermium, which is Fermi, Mandelvium, is named after the Russian guy who initially created the periodic table. Nobelium is named after the Nobel Prize. Lawrencium. This is the one of these ones I don't understand. I don't know who this Lawrence guy was from Lawrencium. I could easily look it up. Who is it named after? I just haven't. Um, there's maybe a couple of candidates from some people, but none of it seems too related to the elements. There's also like Rutherfordium. I think it was like James Rutherford was someone who contributed to it. Dubnium, Seaborgium, Borium. I'm memorizing the countries of the world. Oh yeah, that's another good like memorization thing. Having like the periodic table, the countries of the world, having that kind of stuff just memorized is just like it's a really how have I been going for a half hour already? We've done nothing. I talk too much. Yeah, having that stuff memorized is just like cool stuff to do. Because of a random app too, yeah, exactly. You find someone creates an app for memorizing that thing, and then you just get stuck in it. Oh yeah, Oganeson. Yeah, so that is the let me get the thing back out. I put the book down. Oganeson. So that one was also named after a researcher, and that is the 118th element. It's the last one they've at the moment discovered. It's not. I don't think it's known whether or not you can have more elements. It's 118. It's certainly possible you can have more. But like the last one, Oganeson, I think it like broke apart something like 0.0002 seconds. I know it's a bunch of zeros and then a 2. It broke apart so fast they could only barely even know it was there. So the next one is going to be possibly very hard to discover if it does exist. I think like isn't like the Star Trek element the Star Trek element that's like supposed to power the spaceships. It was the whole point of like it was the whole like plot device of the entire first season of like when they went to the future. Spoiler alert. It was a whole like plot device that had like blown up in the future or something because of something that happened, which I won't spoil the end. But I think that was supposed to be like the 123rd element on the periodic table or something. So Star Trek's bet is there's more yet. Yes, let's run this power out, and this is going to be just a temporary defense. It's like the worst stringed together power lines. I've missed like the optimal placement for many of these now. Okay. Is that too close? We'll see. Okay, that's like perfect. For now, I guess there's like not too much problem with having like having just however many. And I'll just block it and put like a couple of menders. And for now, this should hold. As long as I can like actually create all these. That's a little bit heavy on the lead. Yeah, that's gonna be slightly over on lead, but I'll be fine. I should actually have to, yeah, it's enough. I have time to replenish while I'm getting these up. So this will probably hold till around wave 10, but by wave 10 they're probably breaking through already. So it also does depend what else comes through. I could set up a couple of shock mines. No, they take silicon, never mind. Shock mines are like almost not worth it. Like they don't do too much. Actually, just copper walls in front might be better. These copper walls are going to act as a diversion in case there's any suiciders. Have them not run at the titanium wall. Okay, so now we have that. Now we need to get silicon going. That can hold till wave 15 or 16. Okay, so it goes up much slower than I thought then. I do also always like underestimate the power of a normal arc. I always think like lancers I found were like super incredibly overpowered, and arcs aren't that overpowered, but I also don't use them that much. Arcs are still really good just as like a base thing before you have silicon for an electric gun. Because it's so easy to generate power early on. But silicon still takes a little while. Arc's pretty OP, yeah. I can't put it here. Actually, no. Because I can put it there. Do you like Monterey Jack cheese? I have no idea what that is. The most OP turret for me is the fuse. It does not require any power. Yes, it does. What do you... Yeah, it requires titanium and power. And can hit both air and land. It can hit air and land. It is incredibly overpowered. And I'm pretty sure it does require power. I just know it's like, its ammo use is like stupid low. Like, I think it's something like the ammo usage. If it's from full charge, it can shoot something like 50 times at least before it runs out of ammo. It does not. Oh, right. I ran power in the other one for the mender in the area. The fuse itself doesn't require power. So it's just it's a titanium powered melee gun with insanely low ammo usage. You don't know Monnery? Thought you would have liked it because it has your name, right? It does. I think I've heard of that. I think I've heard of it before, but I've no idea really what the cheese is. I'm not like a food man, okay? I don't know things about food. I was ordering Subway earlier, okay? I was ordering Subway, and if you use thorium, it has basically the same damage as the Lancer. Wow. Yeah, that is really good. It almost seems like too advanced a weapon, but you can actually build it fairly early on. I think does silicon to build? I think it might require silicon and titanium, but I think that's it. And that's at most. I don't know exactly what it needs to build. I would look, but I don't have it unlocked here yet. I can like, if I went into any other world, I could see it in like I could even see it in like the database, but I haven't unlocked it in the campaign, so it refuses to show you. I don't know exactly what it needs to build. I do know it was like fairly easy in that other world, though. Your check, yeah. You're not a food man because you're more yes. Yes, you know, whenever I get hungry, I just go eat the grass. You know, it's you overlook it, but there are still two, okay, there's two questions I have yet to answer still. I'm gonna move this over. Okay, the two things I was supposed to answer. I'm not really like a food person. I had gone to Subway earlier just to like get food, and the moment like the cashier asked me like something I basically didn't have written down or memorized on a list, I went, and she said, "Do you just want white bread?" And I said, "Yeah." And apparently it was supposed to be like the Italian Herban one. But as soon as I didn't know, just no idea what I'm talking about. The other thing was someone had asked me for an interesting fact. I know a load of interesting facts and like random knowledge things, but for whatever reason, if we're having a normal conversation, I could bring up tons of random fact things. If you ask me for a random fact, I will immediately go to the thing I'm pretty sure isn't even true, of sperm whales can't come. And I'm pretty sure that's not even accurate. It requires thorium, graphite, and copper. Okay, so it is actually fairly advanced in requiring thorium. But yeah, I will immediately go to, if anyone's seen like the Wilbur Soot video of him like making whale facts of sperm whales can't come, and just then my mind goes blank. And again, I don't even know if that's true. I don't think it is. I'm gonna need to build these things before going to get the schematic, or everything breaks. I'm gonna need to upgrade that titanium conveyor over here as well. But yeah, I know like all sorts of like random facts. I could like thorium like that one Avenger. just start calling him thorium. We need like a pun on it. What's like a good thorium pun? They should call you thorium because you radiate attractiveness. No? And that's the use of the suiciders. Don't die. What's with the shields, too? Do you guys know what that is? Because I don't know what those shield things do. Oh god, everyone's left. Guys, I'm sorry, I know it was a bad joke. What's the deal with the shields? Because I know, like, they have their initial base values. Is the shields just, like, the game trying to buff them without actually summoning more guys? Or is the shield, like, a partial electrical resistance? I don't know how the shields work. Okay, everything's built. Let me get the... I got a couple more things here as well. I got like a I have no idea what the Mindos over on the left there are supposed to do. The MRPG Chapter 2. Someone made a me when I thorium in my pants. Wait, what? When you thorium in your pants, is that supposed to be a pun on something, or is that just supposed to be you drop you put no wait no wait that's the wrong thing. Wait shit what do I do? X. Damn it, the thorium distracted me. Okay, what are we supposed to be doing? Yeah, that MRPG Chapter 2 thing, someone made a video game inside of the Mindustry using the code blocks. It's, like, rather impressive. I played part of it, but I don't understand how it works, so... like, feel free to like and subscribe if you want to see that. You want to see me play a game within a game. Yeah, do you think someone could use, like, the Mindustry code blocks to code Mindustry code blocks, and then on those, and could, like, then display a game of Mindustry? Could we code Mindustry on Mindustry code blocks, and then play a game of Mindustry in the Mindustry game, played by Mindustry, played by a phone? How many layers deep can we go? Okay, first question. Can we code Mindustry in Mindustry? We should probably start at a level 1 before trying to bring it deeper. Okay, I have the 7 silicon here. Somebody will probably code Doom in Mindustry. You probably could. You definitely could. Have you guys ever heard of the coding language Brainfuck? I've been considering doing a YouTube video on it. Problem is, the entire video would just be me sitting there, and there'd be like 3 things changed the entire time. Oh yeah, wait, shit, the frozen peas. Oh, my phone's gonna... Okay, hang on. Hang on, guys, we gotta get the frozen peas. Hang on. Okay, we have returned. Yeah, we now have we are now on the frozen peas. I had forgotten about that before. Thank you for reminding me. After 45 minutes, that might have started to get bad pretty soon. Man, we've actually had like a decent like viewership this entire time. That's pretty impressive. I have no idea where anything is supposed to go in. Okay, so there's a routers where things come out. Coal goes in the middle. Rotate it. How do we want this to fit? This would work, maybe? Is that all exiting? Yeah, that's exiting. So I can just bring conveyor along there. Can I get the sand in on this one? I think I can. So if we bring coal down to, like, here, and then we just have a throughway there. We don't want it touching along that way. So have it go one further up. Come down here. Router there. And then the rest goes in here. Does all that work? One more up here. Yeah, sand will go on the outside, those will go on the inside. We'll need to give it power. And then it just comes out along there. I don't think I want to run it too close to the copper. I'll just use those to get past. That's fine. Didn't need to change the direction there. Is everything still going? Is the chat still, like, working? Just as a confirm after I pause the stream, make sure everything's still functioning. Is my mic on? Yeah, the mic's on. Test? Okay, yeah, everything's good. Thank you. And let's just do... Not having the thorium conveyors is kind of annoying. Will you ever do an online stream with your chat? Uh, yes, I believe I'm doing one right now. Am I not on? Am I not online? Oh, sorry. Do you mean one where like the chat is participating? Um, yes, easily. I just again, it's I don't know when. Um, so like, if you're asking like officially on like a separate server or something, probably eventually. Don't know when. Don't know how. Don't know what game. But yes, definitely. Likely Minecraft at some point. We could even do this game though. There's a we could like we could all just I could at some point if you guys wanted like I could even now if you guys wanted hop into the stream with the or maybe not now because I can't like change the title partway through. So we may as well do this. But like tomorrow we could like do the hop onto one of the online servers. There's a certain one that's really good for that. Can we all play Minecraft? In the future, yes. Now there's about 4 major problems in the way, but in the future, yes. But even like even as soon as tomorrow, we could all hop in like the public one of the public Mindustry servers and play. Yeah, that's the answer to that. The answer is probably eventually. Pretty sure that computer can't handle. Not sure though. You mean the boiling phone? You mean the boiling phone? Yeah, I don't think the boiling phone can handle. Can you finish these? Thank you. Let's get the power down here. Oh, or no. Do you mean the computer that was like unable to play a game of Hearthstone? Yeah, no, that one definitely can't handle. I'm gonna need like a proper computer before we can actually like play Minecraft together. But at some point, definitely, probably. Okay, that connects. How do I not have? I'm short lead. Make sure the track goes all the way. Is how good is the silicon production out of this? It looks fairly stable. That's a fair bit coming down that line. Okay, that's gone from a fair bit coming down that line to an almost steady line. Oh no, now I'm out of everything. Great. Okay, once we get more silicon, we're gonna turn these into laser drills, and I'm just gonna increase these now even. I don't know exactly what it's short on, but probably multiple things. That's probably way too many. I highly doubt this is even going to be able to accommodate it. That might be way too much. Although they are titanium conveyors, they can handle her a bit. What have I run out of? Graphite. That doesn't make more sense. Gotta go, but I like the stream. Watch again. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay, so that's sand. Yeah, we have oil, but I don't actually think I do have the coal centrifuge. Could even make it. Ooh, we could just do that. I have the rotary pump. This thing takes 18 power a second. I don't know if we're actually are we going down in power? We probably are. We're just barely in the positive, but only when not all of those are going, and when there's not actively enemies coming. Do any of these have coal stored? 2? Yeah, 2's a bit. Wait a... Oh, right, there was that one guy. I was wondering why I used a... Is there any scenario in which case you use this gun as... That power node... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The power node takes copper and lead. This takes more copper and lead. It's a rather expensive power node. It costs about 50 times the copper and about, almost 20 times the lead. Just a very sturdy power node, this one. You know, they said it couldn't be, and it wanted to prove them wrong. I think we're just gonna pump some water, and yeah, now that we have silicon, we're gonna go for... Yeah, now we'll get the steam generator right away. How's the wave? Oh, just one enemy again. I guess the enemies aren't gonna be bad for a while then. I'm still waiting on graphite, so we may as well watch this. We've got the shield on. It's not too bad. Yeah, so that might still last till wave 15 to 20. It's gonna get ramp up fairly fast after that, though. Oh shit, we don't have meta glass. Right, we don't have lead either. We have lead here. It's not really enough. Do we have other close lead? We have lead down there. Or we have lead over here. They're both kind of small patches. Yeah, there's not much tons for lead in this map. I guess we'll do it over here because we have power over here already. Hey, the tier 3 crawlers here. They don't seem too bad. Like, they come from maybe an annoying angle. You build a whole defense just to stop them, jeez. Yeah, because they can't, like, walk over the map. They just go, what? But they can't... They can only go over so much of it, though, right? They can only go over, like, these parts. They can't go over the darkness. So all you have to do is, like, have enough, I guess... No, we don't have meltdowns, damn it. What's their strongest gun we have? We have Lancers. They're like small meltdowns, right? Yeah, so we need enough just Lancers that we can kill them before they just walk over. Because they will just go over everything. Oh, you built yours in a different area. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I try and always like crush it up as close as possible. What did you do then? Did you like block off here and like build your defense down here or something? I can see how that would be a problem if they like went over. I don't know exactly what the rules are for what they can go over. I know they're able to go over a couple mountain blocks sometimes though. It's rather annoying. Yeah, you have to be careful with some of them. Yeah, you did that. Yeah. Yeah, that does like make sense because you don't really need this water for anything. So just blocking it here and defense, having the defense here, it is also like good because you can like get like longer range guys sitting over here or like back here. They just went straight over the water. Yeah. Oh yeah, because this already blocks a lot of it. Most guys can't like cross this water, right? So as long as you have like one wall there, it blocks them. Is that what it is? Yeah, smart strategy. Unfortunately, they thought of that. And the crawlers just got long legs. The crawlers are always, like, so bad, because they're just, like, suicide units on the tier 1. As soon as they hit tier 3, they're so annoying. I actually don't know what the tier 2 crawler is. Do I have it in my base? Flings debris orbs and slag at ground targets and stomp over most terrain. Yeah, so tier 1 crawlers are terrible, and I've always thought them as terrible before the reconstructors were invented back when I played. Now that those exist, the tier 2 and now they're actually a threat as soon as they upgrade. Because tier 2 and 3 of them, they just walk over everything. They're almost as annoying as the flying guys. Problem is they have more health. So they have like the same-ish maneuverability, not quite the same, but similar annoyingness in that sense, and they have more health, which actually just makes them a giant nuisance. Okay, where is the lead? So, yeah, we'll have to harvest it from here then, and then combine it with some sand over there. You know, I have to say, I love this game, and yet I, at the same time, for whatever reason, can't stand it. I hate just having to, like, go select lead from way over here, bring it all the way back into combining it with sand. The only way I was able to change their pathfinding was to build a wall 4 big walls thick. 4 big ones. So you mean like an 8 wide wall. That's kind of crazy. Wow. Even then, they still could have walked over it if they wanted to just avoid your weapons, eh? It just they think of like path of least resistance, not path of least. They don't think in terms of what's going to kill them, which is lucky because if they did think of that, it would just be hell to ever contain them ever. Because then they're just always you'd have to have like the same amount of weapons on both sides to ever control them, and then you're not even controlling them, you're just fighting them wherever. Yeah, it's probably a good thing they don't take that into account because that would just be hell. I can get over that. Oh no, that is too big. Well, I can create a vastly overcomplicated way to get over it. Take that. And I can do the same thing here. Take that. Efficiency. Yeah, that's not a load of lead for metaglass, but we don't need too much metaglass anyway. That's not even the right way. There we go. Okay, so I guess we'll just harvest sand from right here. 4 should be... What's the exact exchange rate? It's 1 to 1, yeah. So 4 is probably more than enough, because like they're not even going to harvest that much from over here. And I guess I'll just do like the normal checkerboard pattern for these ones. I almost kind of wish like you could decide the direction and then pull downwards, just have a full set of like right going ones from pulling downwards. Although I also understand why that would be like completely useless and why that's not a thing. Have you guys heard about the Silksong news that came out? If you're not like actively following it, you might not have. But there was like a rumor yesterday of like some big Silksong news would be happening today at a certain it was like a Bethesda Xbox event. Yeah, you heard? Yeah, it was like a Bethesda Xbox event, and there was a big like some big stuff coming out about like Silksong, which is very exciting. As a fan of Hollow Knight, which you may have seen some of that stuff on my channel. A lot of the Hollow Knight stuff is on like my second channel. I put like a couple of like challenge things I did up there. Already lost hope, but before now, hope is coming back. Well, that's good. Well, see, you can't like the thing is like there's no actual reason to lose hope in this case because we have absolutely no inclination that Team Cherry is like dead or anything, right? Like, sure they don't do blog posts, and sure they don't do anything a normal game development studio would do in like acknowledging their game exists. And sure, it's been hundreds of days since release, and sure, there's an entire YouTube channel dedicated to saying whether or not there's Silksong news, and the vast majority of it is no or not really. Okay, now I'm starting to lose hope. But we have seen progress coming out. And like see what I'm just hoping for is I'm just hoping like Team Cherry is gonna like super undersell it, and the game's just gonna be like 3 times as big as Hollow Knight, and it's just gonna be absolutely amazing, and everyone's gonna lose their minds over it. Just like waiting for sand here, eh? 3 enemies, how bad is it? 3 crawlers, that's nothing. They'll all like they'll all die on the copper beforehand. I'm gonna get some extra sand coming in. Is that graphite I'm short on? Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of slow. I could increase them to laser drills, although my power is not amazing right now. Now that I have metaglass, though, even though it's only like 1. Yeah, 4 might have been like way too much. For now, I'm going to deconstruct those ones. I don't need those. Yeah, that should be good for metaglass, though. Because we easily have enough lead. It's just like sand that we're behind on. And so now that we have that, over here, I'll build a couple of these. And how many are we going to need? Deconstruct 3 of those. I'll just send it over there. I'll have everything feed down into there. I guess we're banning that copper. It's fine, though. And I'll build 2 for now. I can definitely support more, though, I think, with the production. But we'll see we'll see how it goes. It's not the right tool. So that's a temporary lost power, but it's only negative 36 a second. It's not that bad. Oh, that's because it's been disconnected. Whoops. Okay, now it's minus 100 per second. That's worse. Okay, some of these really need to be finished more than others. The spots where the water is coming out especially. Don't fail power, please. Got about 190 seconds. That just doesn't sound right. And we're good. Again, we're easily producing enough power for that. Or enough coal for that. I'll come and finish these first. Because it is sand that we're low on. I don't think I need to worry about 4 enemies yet. Okay, correction, we might need to worry about that. It should be fine. Oh yeah, it looks like it'll be fine. Oh yeah, they're fine. Easily. Wait, on graphite again here? So maybe we need to boost graphite next. If we have 500 extra power, I think we can sacrifice 66 of it to boost the graphite. I guess I shouldn't say sacrifice. It's less of a sacrifice and more of a valid use, right? Where am I going with this? Be going down, not over. Okay, so down to there. And one more there. I have to say, I don't really love the big ones. Their use of... They are helpful, but I feel like the small ones are more precise on like where the distance is for them. I don't think I used conveyors over a bunch of things. I don't want to deconstruct that anymore. Oops. Okay, so we can put that there. I still don't have the water thing. Can I please get the water thing? I'd very much love the water thing. Ah, screw it, I don't need the water thing. I have the real stuff right here. Pretty good way of inputting resources in the machines without using their checkerboard thing. Do you? I know there's no... I know, again, it comes down to, like, there's a really good thing with, like, the bridges that does that. Where they, like, go in without getting, like, sucked back out the other way. Why is that only producing... It's 4.76 a second. Oh yeah, it's going up. Oh yeah, that's great. That's loads of copper. Or that's loads of coal. Can't find the file for the schematic. Oh well. Okay, there we go. That's... Oh, shit. How long? Okay, it was only 30. God. Is that a screenshot in Discord? That's fine. How long had that been happening for? I guess it was only 30, but still. Come on, me. Okay, hopefully this can handle that. Does look to be going down in the bottom ones in general. It could What I can do is I can just do this, and that'll stop any future... That'll stop any problems with the blockage. Sometimes people like won't do that at the end, and then it can get completely jammed and fully stop your production for a while. But if you just put these at the end, it'll always keep flowing. Okay, so that's Metaglass Silicon. This needs boosting. Your Discord name originated from your Mindustry name. My username for most things, Grassman666, so my like two usernames, one of them is Samurai Jack, which is actually what the channel used to be called. Oh, another wave. That's fine. Crawlers. The Samurai Jack originated from like a TV, like an animated TV series or something, like an early anime, called Samurai Jack, and then I kind of realized it in partway through the YouTube channel, like I don't really want my stuff getting confused for that. The main reason was actually probably that I'm gonna want to be able to search it up on YouTube and watch it at some point without my search results getting confused with that. So then I went with Grassman666, which is just it was like an account name I had used for like a temporary thing for like a digital water slide access thing for, I think it was like in Edmonton. We'd gone to Edmonton for vacation. Yeah, we'd gone to Edmonton for vacation, and there was a digital water slide thing ride they had like just installed, but it needed like a username, and so I just used that. And I think they wipe those accounts every like 6 months or something anyway. But yeah, it was like there was a whole like point system, and you could like press buttons on the way down, so you would have like accounts you would log into. And I just created it as like a temporary thing for like that, because I didn't know like how to name things. Do we want multiple here? I can fit like 3. Why are people in your Discord server talking about math in general? Are they doing that right now? If they do, I'm proud of them. There is specifically a math channel, so that shouldn't be happening in the general, although they might be talking about like Minor Gun Builder or something. Pretty recent. It might be them talking about Minor Gun Builder, like calculating some number for it. Today? Yeah, I don't know. I did check it a little while ago. Okay, hopefully that'll boost that. I'll take a look afterwards. My bet is they're calculating something in Minor Gun Builder, because that's like what the majority of everything there is. Calculating for wave skip, yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, let's run this along. It's gonna use like the actual junction block there just anyway, even though that's like a broken piece of conveyor. Okay, so for here we're gonna jump from there to here to here. Destroy those. Maybe I shouldn't put. I should just put in a command for like overriding it. Not allowed. Get destroyed then. And then for the other side, I will just... I've already confirmed it. I'll do it after. We're on wave 9 now. It has been an hour. I don't know if we're going to be able to fully complete this today. It's been like an hour and we're only on wave 10. Although we do have all like the basic requirements. So we'll see. So there and there. I should be able to bridge. Yeah, and then I can just run up there. There we go. So now that's loads of coal. Yes, that's almost a consistent stream of coal. And, like, I think a consistent stream of coal, like a perfect stream of coal, will make all of them run, and it'll output a perfect stream of silicon with this machine. So that is almost... So our silicon... We got good titanium, good copper, well, ish. And come back and upgrade these ones. Good silicon. Graphite's the only one we could really use a boosting for, and I think lead is good enough. Plus, we have, like, just so much stored. I assume. Yeah, we have 1k stored. We've got good enough meta glass, because you don't really need that for anything. So, 1 hour, 10 minutes in, we're pretty set up. I can build more of these. Probably the resources to do it immediately. I think I have yet to encounter, like, natural, like, geothermal heating in the campaign. I think they, like, just don't include it because it's just too... I think they don't include geothermal heating because it's just too easy for power. Maybe a couple maps did it, but wasn't much, if so. That's the wrong direction. We got tons of power. Still have not found any geothermal heating. Is that a question, or is that you saying even later in where you are in the campaign you haven't found any? Yeah, because there's even like in the last off corners there's nothing. Is there anything we're missing? Thorium, right. Even later in campaign, yeah. They might just, like, not include it to, like, challenge you to have to get your own. Because generally geothermal is used when, like, a map developer doesn't want to start you with something, but wants to give you free power. There isn't... Right, you're right. There is in the first level. There is a little bit in the first level, because they want to let... I think... I assume that's because they wanted to, like, introduce you to, like, some of the mechanics and stuff, and you can, like, come back later with your later known things to use them. How does that reach? I don't think it does. Hang on, you see where the limit is? So I think it's touching the hitbox. Not really that late in the campaign? Okay. Look at this. Yeah, there's no way that touches. That's totally missing the hitbox. Oh, you're like 1 map ahead only? Okay. Oh yeah, so maybe we'll see it yet then. So I can get 2 good thorium mines up. And then I'm only missing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or I can go like 4 and be missing almost nothing. That's kind of expensive, though. I think I'll go with 2. 2 is probably enough for this level. Like, we don't need phase weavers or anything. What are we using thorium for? I don't think we're combining with anything. Are we literally just bringing it back to the base? Why am I jumping that? Don't jump it, just destroy it. Perfect. Thorium is just for unlocking stuff? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think we're using it for anything this level. Because I don't even think we can power any guns with it at the moment. Not really gonna need it for the defense. Okay. Look at, like, the crazy roundabout way, because I just clogged this way so much with all my stuff. I could have gone to the right. Oh, I can't anymore. We're gonna go to the right anyway. Why are there birds outside? Wait, it's still bright? I guess it's only 9. I thought it was dark out already. That probably is a good thing. I still have, like, some homework I should work on yet. There's been this homework sitting behind me this entire time. I was supposed to do a bit more this weekend than I did. I did still do a fair amount. I got, like, the main things I needed to done. There's, like, one final thing for my driving I need to do. That I'll need to check tomorrow. Okay, that should be that line done. trying to build? Oh, right. I should just cancel it entirely. Okay, down there. And then just deconstruct everything related to that. School for you for just finished 5 days ago. Mine's got like another week. Mine actually, still waiting for grades. Yeah, we have for me, final projects are due. What are the three? Final, is it just the same three like walkers? Oh. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, up to the front we go. It's slow. It's got 6 legs. I have lancers. I should be building some build aid units. I died. I don't know how it even killed me there. Okay, so yeah, that wasn't good. Oh right, there was one more thing. We need plastanium now. Right, so there was still a thing we were missing. Yeah, for me the school year ends it's actually supposed to go like another 2 weeks or something yet, but the second week has been canceled. There's no exam because there's no exams this year. Come finish this. Never finished that line out. Oh, did it undo everything I did because I died? Okay, that is just stupid. Come on, game. Yes, we've got no final exams. Yeah, they've been canceled because of like COVID. And so we've only got 1 more week. Yeah, just final projects. So like most of the final stuff. So like for my computer science class, it's the project is due on Wednesday for my the project's due on Wednesday for my computer science, geography, and French classes. So like Friday is the last day. Whoops, forgot about that. So Wednesday is really like Wednesday is kind of the last day for the work. It's being used as a presentation day for some things as well. Thursday and Friday, I don't know if any of the teachers know at all what they're doing Thursday, Friday. Gym might be the exception. Gym, I think we're finishing the CPR units on like, I guess tomorrow. So Monday and Tuesday we're finishing the CPR unit, and then we're doing like we finally get we get like the sports blitz, which is just like the random games we get to play fun, we get to do fun things for once. Oh my god. Incredible. Is it still sand? No, now it is lead that's behind. I could boost the lead. I don't know if I really want to. How's the power? Right, 800 because I built all the extra things. We're fine then. Fun in school? Fun in school, never heard of it. Oh, well, there's a couple fun things. There's a sports blitzes in gym, and math class. That's it. I have a short list, but we have math class. It's not all sad. It's not all sad. Okay, is this good? There, that'll produce better. That'll give a bit better for the metaglass. The only fun thing for me is eating in the canteen. My school has a cafeteria. I still just prepare my own lunches. I don't bother with like the buying food or anything. I told you about like the Subway thing, right? I'm like so socially awkward. Like I can go in and like order from a list. Like there was one time, this happened like a couple of weeks ago at a McDonald's. I went in, knew exactly what I wanted to order, and I order it, and they say we don't have any of this thing you want to order at the time. And I say, okay, hang on a minute, and I just walk away from the counter. And I just had to like go to the back of the McDonald's and just like I just didn't know what to do. Because one thing I was ordering for someone else, so I had to go message them what they wanted, but I also just had no idea what to do because I only ever eat one thing from McDonald's and that's it. So I just didn't know what to do. And it's not like McDonald's has a menu. Like, have you ever noticed that? McDonald's and Subway, they don't have menus. You just kind of know what you want. But if they don't have that thing, what do you do? What am I? What? Right, Plastanium. Hour and a half. Jeez, I've been going a while. Okay, Plastanium. Okay, we have oil there. We have oil here. This is probably the best bet. It's also fairly close to one of the titanium lines. Yeah. It's kind of weird it's called the tar fields. I mean, there is sand everywhere, and presumably there's oil in the sand. I don't have the oil thing for the sand yet. At what point do we get the water thing? Oh, I can get the fuse. Oh, yeah, I got the thorium, didn't I? He's in a separate island than your house. That's weird. That sounds cool. I've like lived in a school dorm during the school year. Oh, that's cool. So you're just away from your family, but only slightly? Do you live in a more oh I didn't have any. Do you live in like a more rural area then? Do you have to like go a long way to get to your school? Or is it just like it's like a couple islands over and you're actually fairly close? Because I've like never lived in like a rural area, so I'm not like used to like having to like wake up super early to get to school. I used to wake up super early anyway. I would wake up at 5 a.m. just to play video games, but or watch Blue's Clues in the morning. Please be 7 crawlers? Close enough. It's like one island's 1 hour ride using a boat. Yeah, it's not that bad. I guess that's still a ways away. I guess it also depends on like the kind of boat. Because like is it like a motorboat, an hour on a motorboat, or like an hour on like a sailboat? Because I remember when I went to a certain camp, as like a not a summer thing, but I went to a certain camp as like part of an end of year school thing, and the way it happened was like a shipment boat. I don't know what that is. I assume that's a fairly slow moving boat, like a boat used to bring cargo. A boat, not a boat. Oh yeah, so fairly slow then. Yeah, because I remember we had gone out to a camp that was also on an island, and it was maybe like a 10-minute boat ride, but it was like a speedboat, and it was like they had like thrown all the luggage and stuff in the back, and like all the kids were like in the middle, but the boat was going like super high against the waves. Like the boat might have been at like a 10-15 degree angle with the front in the air. It was going like it maybe it wasn't that severe. Maybe I'm over drasticizing it from like my memory, but like it was kind of a sharp angle, and I was like concerned a bunch of the stuff was gonna fall out of the back because it was going rather fast. It was probably going like 80 miles down the river. It was slightly concerning, but nothing bad happened. So oh yes, I have the plastinium thing. This is gonna make it so much easier. And they're all dead. Yeah, so once we get Plastanium and start setting up our defense more, we might start skipping through some of the waves. 7 Plast. Here we go. Isn't this supposed to be a square? Oh, yeah, I just don't have access to the overdrive thing yet. That makes sense. Rotate. Let's bring it up to like here. Where are things going in with this one? Going. Okay, so the way there's 2 things sticking out. Oil goes in the left from here, and titanium goes in top. Okay, we're going for 7 immediately, a bit over overzealous. Hopefully the graphite shortage will, like, stop and the plastinium can still go. You got more schematics from public servers? I got them from, like, I got them from one of the Discord servers. I did get more, yes. I got like the one on the right is like like an RPG game within Mindustry that someone made, and the one on the left I don't know what it does. But I think there was one more. I got the 7 silicon thing from the Discord. Oh, is that what this is? This is a copy feature. Oh. Oh. Hmm. I'm a fool. Is that a shortage of metaglass there? No, graphite still. Okay. Well, at least it's not metaglass. That means I can still get stuff in here. I didn't know that was a copy feature. So can you, like, copy things straight into a schematic? You can chain the factories to anything else as long as you out the correct resources. You can also use that to make cryofluid. Really? Oh yeah, because here I see it's just... Oh yeah, that's the exit. How does the one on the right get its... change input? You can change the factories to anything else as long as you input the correct resources. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. I do know that. So I can use... Oh yeah, so I can use the same design for cryofluid. Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I figured I can do, like, the same thing for metaglass as I do with the silicon setup. So I could just place the silicon setup and then replace the silicon things with metaglass and just change which resource goes in. Except the silicon setup specifically needs, like, it puts 2 sand in compared to one coal. So sometimes it's, like, slightly off, but yeah, you're right. Where's the... There it is. I can't just go straight up here because the plastinium can't end up on the right. So it goes in there, and then it comes out on the top, and I will bring it back after. Can you please build him an ore, dude? Thank you. He's just forgotten, like, about 2. Okay, there's plastinium. Okay, so now we get the plastinium walls. We get the swarmer. We already had the fuse. I don't know the thorium for that. The tsunami. The multiplicative... Why do we need... This doesn't need... Oh, we needed thorium for this one. 24,000, holy. Reconstructor. So we can get the multiplicative reconstructor, the core nucleus, the vault. It's a fairly important one. The armored conveyor. That one's a really important one. I want that. We need plastinium for that as well. And the armored phase conduit. Those ones are really helpful. Thermal pump, not as good. Crucible is okay. The alloy smelter. This is an important one. We can get surge alloy soon now too. And surge alloy. So surge alloy and phase fabric are the last, like, locking things. I assume this one, capture tar fields. I assume this one is, like, the phase fabric, right? Because that one, phase fabric, we only need sand and thorium. Now we have access to thorium. Because, yeah, what are the last resources even? Like, we have plastinium now. We can already make surge pretty much immediately once we get this thing, as soon as I have enough thorium. And then we can get, what's the other one? We can just get phase fabric from just thorium and sand. Coal centrifuge? When you change oil to coal? Yeah, we have that one. What are you saying that in reference to? Yeah, I don't know what you're saying that in reference to. I think we're about to have all the ones. No, it's something else. It's the spore press. This one? No, we have the spore press. It's right here. Spore press is right here. We already have the spore press. Spore press is here, then the coal centrifuge. there's a couple here. You're still, yeah, me too, bud. So above, this is the laser drill. One of the ones above this is the water thing. What uses oil? Plastanium uses oil. And I think that's it. Okay, so this one is the nuclear production complex, and the other one's the salt flats. So one of those is for the drill thing, the other one's for the water. Though I assume the water comes from the salt, needing the salt flats. Because there's nothing else here I can see where the water would come from. So the salt flats one is probably the water, and that's why the salt flats is probably one you don't have enough water, and then it gives you the water. So yeah, salt flats is water. So the one on the left is the air blast, which you need the nuclear thing for. Yeah, nuclear is big drill. So then, yeah, then the phase fabric has to be from the tar fields. So we'll have access to both phase fabric and the alloy after this. This big one up here is just this is the bigger version of the separator. And we already have the multi-press. So yeah, then that's most of the stuff unlocked. Yeah, it's phase, yeah. Yeah, it's gotta be, because there's like nothing else. So I guess we'll just send this back down with everything else. So after this level, we actually have access to... We don't have access to all the mines, and we don't have access to all the... What's the other thing we'd be missing? Is there anything major we're missing? We don't have access to all the mines, and we don't have access to water after this one yet. But that's it. Just like the big mine and the water are the only two main things we're missing. We'll be able to get all the alloys, and some of the weapons. An hour and a half? I might stop around, like, 2 hours of streaming. I don't really have a problem with going more, but I should make sure, like... I should do a little bit more work on my homework yet. To here. Most major thing, I think, is the water extractor. Yeah. Yeah, it's... The water extractor is so important, because it can get water from anywhere. Not having to, like, drill your own water is so important. I think I actually have access to the salt flats already. I think I just haven't gone there yet. I can look at the world map. Planet map? Yes, salt... Oh, so salt flats are an enemy base, and it's threat level high. So that's probably what the problem is, then. It's a strong enemy base. So I guess we'll go there next, then, because we really want the water. Salt flats is pretty hard. Have you done salt flats? Because we will have tier 3 robots by that point. But if there's like a lack of water, that could get in the way. You almost did, but you ran out of resources. Oh, did you get, like, super close and then die? That's unfortunate. Yeah, we might have to... I might end this, like, closer to 2 hours, and then we won't quite be done. But next time, we'll just, like, finish it immediately and then move on. Because we are fairly close. We have all the things we need. Yeah, I wish I had Air Blast. It's so nice, because it just, like... It so much more easily fits around, like, you remove 4 pneumonic drills, and you can immediately get 1 Air Blast, and you know there's, like, no waste. Is there water around here? There's some way up there. I think I'll just leave it. They would do is just get a lot of air units and control them all to ambush the core from behind. That's a good idea. I like the way you think. Okay, we're at a negative for power. I'm gonna have to address that fairly fast. You put 3 random titanium conveyors in the middle of this. Okay, we're down about 200 power, but we have quite a while to fix it. Oh, okay, I found the problem. These aren't even producing power. We just need more coal, then. We don't have oil in the area. Oh, we do have oil. Can I just turn this into coal, then? Yes, I can. How much do these take? 6 per second. Okay, so the one thing... So, 2 pumps was too much. 1 pump is more than enough. And then we just go like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4... Can't go there. Just get tons of these and put the liquid through all of them. How much power will these take? 42 a second. You have really good taste in games. Thank you. Unlock one of the reactors now? What do you mean reactors? Oh, you're right. The power. No. What? Capture impact 0078. Huh? That one comes off the mender. That one's come off of the mend projector. What would come after that? The shield? Probably the shield. Phase habit for the bigger thing. Cryo fluid. It's probably here. The differential is probably here. I need cryo fluid for that. I've already got cryo fluid. Oh no, that's the problem. I just haven't made cryo fluid. So we probably can get differential. I just need that then. So maybe we'll do that then. Yeah, is this gonna be worth it? I had this game been thinking about trying it. What is it about? Good question. It is a logistics-style defense game. Ignore that. What's happening here? How did this happen? It's a logistics-style defense game where you're trying to gather resources and then, like, transform them sometimes. Like, here I'm taking coal and then turning it to graphite. And it's a lot about, like, how can you make the most efficient thing? And then all the resources go back to your base. Some of them go other places sometimes. Fix that. Good. And then the ultimate goal is to, like, survive. There's a couple modes. Either survive the enemies. Its lore is about you're invading a foreign planet with a huge disaster happened. The Great Sporing. Was it a spore? Was it? I know there are spores in the atmosphere, and that's like a big thing about like the sporing that happened. Was that what destroyed the? Was that what destroyed all the things though? Like how did spores cause this? There is definitely some hidden lore behind it. And then the other goal is to like either survive the attacking waves, or sometimes you're attacking an enemy base. So here we've got like these attack guys coming at us. I've got the defenses set up here, and then we win. So here we're trying to survive 40 waves. There are some other ones. There's one mode where you're trying to like attack enemy bases, which is actually what I prefer. At least most of the time. Sometimes those levels are hard. But yeah, it's a fun game. I can definitely recommend it if you're good with like efficiency and logistics stuff. If that's taking 48 per second, how much energy is these making per second? 330. Okay, yeah, we're in positive right now, so I guess it wants to build this one first. So I'll build these, and these will easily start producing us more power. Oh, it's already connected. There we go. That's loads. When you win/lose, do you start over like in balloons, or do you come back to the same stuff like in idle game? I really wouldn't describe it like an idle game. It's a bit weird. So there's different kinds of maps. So this is like the campaign I'm playing through right now. Turn the volume down a little bit. So I'm playing through the campaign right now, and in the campaign, as far as I know, if you come back to a world you've already beaten, your stuff will still be there. But if you go into a new level, then it will be different. It's not like a new wave is coming from each direction every time. There are different maps, and you're like rebuilding from the start every time. But then there's also all sorts of other things. You can download maps made by the Mindustry community. You can play on in-game maps, or you can play on multiplayer servers, which will have their own maps. We're 3 steam generators, yeah. Yeah, then I just have to make pyrite though. So there's all sorts of different like different ways you can play. But at least in the campaign, in specific individual levels, it will stay the same. But I would describe it more of a balloons type thing, where like imagine if you could download like a balloons map, and then you'd have to like replace and re-upgrade your monkeys every time. Except it's like it's with placing power and placing turrets and things. But I think that is something they actually changed in like one of the updates. It used to reset every time you go back into a level. And now it no longer does. Which I kind of understand, so that you could like go back and farm for resources easier. But I liked it to be able to easily go back and replay a level. So we should still be fine here. So this will produce us enough power for now. Differential is going to need what? Cryo and Pyrite? Pyrite needs... I do have the Pyrite thing on me. We are kind of strapped for lead, though. So I think in this level we won't, because we don't have, like, lead. Oh, actually, we do have tons of it up here. And if there's no flyers, we can totally use this. Lead here, sand here. What's the other thing? Coal? We don't have coal in the area. We have coal over here. Thanks. So you play balloons in this channel? Or more if you already have. Where you can find a lot of schematics. You can find a lot of schematics on like just the Mindustry Discord. I will. It's complicated with the balloons. Most of the balloon games cost money, although the ones that don't, like Balloons Monkey City and BTD Battles, I believe I have played. How weird. What? What's weird? The first message didn't send. Oh, am I missing context? Yeah, I will play balloons, but okay, hang on. I'm gonna stop that. Hang on, sorry. Okay, sorry, we're back. Oh, you probably can't place links. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I think you're allowed to place links in the Discord. So you can go there for that. I maybe should turn that feature off in like favor of safety of us all not getting hacked, but eh. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I think you can put a link in the Discord, so we can go like you can put that there and we can get good schematics from there. What was I saying? I've completely forgotten. Yeah, I could bring coal from over here, and then we can make like differential here. I do have titanium and water right there. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. You have a Discord? Yes, I believe it's in the description of most of my videos and most of the streams. At least it should be. Okay, maybe I'll wait a little longer before getting the differential up, but we will certainly do that because if our main defense is power based, then we'll need that. Actually, that's Jesus, 360 per second. So not powered. Oh, it's literally run out of connections. Actually, I'm gonna put a mend projector there. So I'll put the connection node there. I'll put the connection node there, and I'll put another mender here. I need the plastanium wall. Oh, and the large one. Damn it, not enough. Small plastanium is good enough for now, and I'll just layer that up there. Supposedly, we do only need like one layer of plastanium in front as well. We only just need enough to stop the electrical arcs. Yeah, lasers and electrical arcs. Okay. So we'll layer a small layer on for now. And hopefully that'll be enough for at least temporarily. Also, depending on the enemy, that might actually make a big difference already. Where's that crash site the one thing was talking about? Impact 0078. What is that? Impact 0078, captured tar fields. We could go here next. I don't think we want to, though. The next thing we want to go definitely is the salt flats. These are getting actually fairly damaged already. Hopefully the healers can take care of them a bit, but... yeah, we'll need the bigger ones. You already captured impact? Is that where you get the force field from? Or is that what unlocks the force field? Because I assume I assume it's the force projector that's coming after the men projector here. Yeah, let's see about getting it's hard. Yeah, it is. It doesn't say it's difficult here, but I assume it will after I capture this one. Okay, so let's build this here. You can get both force field and the one that boosts buildings. Oh, that's important. That's important too. Yeah. The yeah, I remember what's called the efficiency thing. Both land and air. Ugh. Yeah, I find that like I don't have a problem with both land and air. Like it's not like it's extra hard if there's air and land. I just find it hard that like if there's air at all, it's hard. But if there's land in addition to the air, it just I don't find that makes it too much harder. The boss is a tier 4 air unit. The orange one. The orange one? Oh, that's you mean the this guy. Yeah, tier 4 for that one. Actually, tier 4 for that one's not too bad. Wait, did the screen just get brighter? I think the fog went away. Screen is bright now. The one you made in your world. Oh yeah, those ones, yeah, because we didn't have the 5 yet. That was basically dying. Yeah, those ones aren't too bad, but I guess they have a lot of health is probably the main thing. They do have a fair bit of firepower behind them too. Because they are like the main attacking air unit. The only other air unit's like a defensive one. Because the other, like, even tier 5 of that air unit is basically just a shield guy. But those ones can do a fair bit of damage. Speaking of units, we're probably gonna make some of our own right away. 3 viewers, oh my god. Okay, let's pour the water in. I probably, again, only needed one of these, not two. I keep, like, overdoing it with, like, how many of the pumps I needed. Just because I'm used to having, like, tons of small pumps, but... You only need, like, two of the bigger ones, unless you're having, like, a giant production or something. Power first. Thank you. Okay, so I'll get the differential up now. Thank you for asking my questions about the game. You can play it now. Keep the good content. Have fun playing the game. It's a very fun game, and if you ever get bored of it doing it alone, just join some of the multiplayer servers, because sometimes there's just one portion you don't like, but then other people can fill that bit, and you can do the things you enjoy more. Great game for that reason. There's titanium. I could get some water into there, but maybe I will. I can just bridge conduit from there to there. And that'll get water to all three of those. There we go. And now we just bridge conduit out. There's differentials. Or there's the cryo for the differentials. 5 enemies. Still no bigger crawlers. Wave 20 there'll probably be one. Uh-oh. Shit. Wait, what happened? How am I down 4.2k? Oh, there's just not enough water. So it all stopped. Whoops. My bad. And it's fixed. Flawless Mindustry player with no flaws whatsoever. Okay, the other thing we needed was the pirate mixer. And so you sand and coal down there and lead up there. So I'll just like put it here. Spin it around so it fits better. The lead. There, I can go like that. That should reach everything. This game having schematics is like... It's so genius that they added that. Because it really adds so much to the game to like make all these complicated things so much easier. Does anyone else see like the double long bridge that's not supposed to be there? It really does look like a double bridge. I can boost this. I can boost at least one of these as well. Boost them both. There we go. Once you finish and attack the base map, you can delete the enemy's buildings. Yes. Yeah, because they go neutral. I don't think I'll need water for these ones. Do still need power. Yeah, we are getting a little close to the power, but those drills do only take 66 each, so it's not too bad. We're gonna want max efficiency over here because we don't have a lot of coal. How can I get water there? I'll come all the way along here. Place 2 more pumps. Just to ensure there's enough. And then split it here and drag it all the way north. And then I'll just cut it there and there and there. There we go. And then we bring all this all the way over. Quite a big building project just to get some more power. It seems like a lot of work. Are we even sure this is going to produce like sufficient power to be worth the cost of like all the resources we have to dump into this? Like how many drills? I had to build. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drills. That's like that's only 400 power. Each of these is producing 1,000. Even like the pirate mixers, they're 12 units a second. Yeah, no, we're fine. Never mind. That is easily worth it. Bring the power along. Been going almost 2 hours. It is only 9:30. It is actually starting to get dark now, though. You look realistic. Gotta connect it up. What am I missing? Coal. Here it comes. So coal will be the deciding factor. They do luckily only need 1 coal versus 2 of the other things. But now, how long have these not had power for? I am a fool. New content, there we go. Differential, sweet. The thorium reactor, I forgot about that one. I always forget that's there. I never really use the thorium ones. Okay, what else do we want here? Armor, definitely. We don't need the plastinium one yet. Plastinium is really complicated. Let's look at the thorium walls. Not that one, though. Still not enough plastinium for that. I guess we have been paused most of this time. We need to increase the... I have titanium up here. I need to take this titanium and bring it down into here specifically to get more plastinium. That's what we'll do next. Man, there are times I really just wish I had the phase thing. 1 cryofluid can support 2 different enter generators. You're right. Because these make 12 per second. And these only need a pyrite every 4 seconds. Okay, so with that amount of coal coming in and that amount of cryofluid, I could probably make 8. You say 6, I'm betting at least 7. You need to set these up in an intelligent manner, though. So let's see what I can get to work here. Just always put them in the middle. How much pyrite do the machines make every second? Good question. They make 1 point... They make it... If they're at optimal speed, they make every 1.33 seconds. So this would make... Yeah, so like... Already one of these supports like 2 or 3 differential generators, and I have 6. So it's at least 2. So they could... This alone, if optimally filled, could support 6. But the other way to look at it is like... Assuming there's not enough coal going in, each of these coal is equal to 1 pyrite. So would all of this coal be enough, like, if that were all pyrite, would it be enough to fuel these? Probably. So if it's filled to the max, it can support 8. Yeah, and I think we'll definitely have enough titanium for these. At the same time, I have learned that you should generally give it 1 extra, so I will assume that we'll need 1 extra cryo thing. Because generally you want to give it 1 more. Because, like, especially with the machines, with the tetrahedral reconstructor, I found that, like, according to the math, if you do it perfectly with the cryofluid, you should need 20, 5 to fuel tier 4, and 15 to fuel tier 5, but doing 20, it doesn't give you enough to run both at once. Doing, like, you have to do, like, 23 or 24 to run both at once. So it's a little finicky. How are we getting the cryofluid in, then? So a junction there. And then we go along with bridge conduits. Yeah, cryofluid can be outside. Exactly. My thoughts exactly. And then just there, here, and bridge conduit. And that should be that. As long as there's enough power reach. Oh yeah, it's gonna build all of these ones individually first. I should have got some of the build constructors already by now. We'll get the plastinium up next, and then we'll build some of the bots. And then from there, maybe we'll just let the waves go, see what happens. We need to build some more defenses at some point as well. We are getting nearing the point at which those. I mean, you said just like the arcs could last to 15 or so. We're already at we're at 16, but I've added like 4 lances since then. We should still be fine. Yeah, just waiting for these is gonna be agonizing though. I want to see if it works. Come on. 3 to go. You know, this could actually theoretically be possible one day in the future. If you had robots that went to colonize other planets and they just were built in with 3D printers and like instructions of like how to do things, like if they had schematics basically of their own. Oh yeah, we're still fine for quite a few waves. There we go. What the? Oh, it's still not done. Damn it. Let's see if it works. Maybe super hot to melt. True. Because you would need to melt like certain like really hot alloys and metals. Plus 8 per second. 8.2. And the metals have to cool down fast enough. Yeah, true. You'd have to like melt them, place them, and then immediately cool them as well. So you might need like a cooling laser of some sort as well. Oh yeah. Look, they all work. Easily, too. Although it does seem like the cryofluid's being stretched to its max. Seeing as they do take up that much cryofluid, I assume if I built one more, it would start draining. Which is, of course, exactly what we'll do next. See what happens. For science, right? See, when we're doing this, we just have to make sure not to give these bots minds of their own, or they'll start doing stupid stuff like we do. That's like always the whole gimmick in like the Detroit Become Human, or like the movies about like all the bots becoming sentient. Like, you think sentience is a good thing? Look, you guys follow very clear instructions, and it keeps you smart. Okay? We have to like contend with our own mind and follow illogical steps that make no sense. Yeah, it has started draining. You don't want that. Trust me. You think I want to be human? Generous, yes, they are. Wait, why did none of it connect? Why did like none of it connect? No, they were here. This thing is connected. Power sources all automatically connect to each other. That's why the power didn't automatically connect to something. They were touching this thing. It's just barely nudging the drill. I thought they were, but good pointing it out, because you were almost right. But usually there would be a reason as to why it like didn't auto connect. But yeah, that's why. Still good to notice for like if there was like a problem with it. I do also like having more like the manual connections. Like I always find that stuff where it's technically touching the drill, it looks weird. I rather like if there's an available thing, make it like connect so it like looks proper, as though there's like an actual power node reaching out, taking the power from everything. Because otherwise it just like looks weird. This could go down a bit. So we have like tons of extra pyrite is the main thing. We have loads of pyrite. No, we're not letting the cryo drain. We're about to build more. If we actually like break the cryo, that's not good. Yes, we easily have enough water here. I'm gonna bridge conduit along there. Probably could be done though in the future, having like that advanced of 3D printers. If we can already do it with both, we can already do 3D printers with plastic, metal, and concrete now. Like if you don't know, they have concrete 3D printers as well as metal ones already. So like, it's nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, that crow's getting low. Yeah, we can 3D print houses. Yeah, they were doing that with like the Jacksepticeye what was it? The Jacksepticeye chair not no. What was it? Was it even Jacksepticeye? I think it was like his charity live stream they were doing it with. It might have just been like a general YouTuber one they were doing though. And they printed like a bunch of houses. Yeah, they're making like Thankmas, yeah, I think so. They're making like houses for the homeless now with that kind of stuff. Okay. That's all solids, so it shouldn't get blocked. And now this should be fine again. Yeah. So now we should actually be able to support like another 7 of these. If we can just figure out how to like add them onto the system. So one can go here. Okay, I can line them along here. Delete that pole temporarily. Delete the pole first, please. Yeah, everything there is still connected. Still fine. Yeah, look at this like giant power station. You know, whenever like people are like overwhelmed or intimidated by this game, like, man, how did this person build this giant, super complex thing? They must be a genius to know what they're doing. They're not. You know, it just slowly gets built up over time. This looks super complicated. It was just like one step at a time. So that's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can build 3 more yet. And I can probably go on this side. Well, maybe not, because we can't get power over there. Let's do the same trick with the router again. Because that one goes there. Now the router goes there. And now from here... Can I get 3 more? I can get 2 more there. Okay, so that's 2 more again. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 more yet. Oh, and I have to... do that. Still good for cryo? Yeah, it still seems to be okay. Maybe we leave it 1 below. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 15, and theoretically it maybe I also want to boost the water actually now, because that is fueling a lot of things suddenly. Just to absolutely confirm we're good. There we go. That's easy enough power now. Enough water to fuel everything. Okay, so so now we're producing slightly more cryo fluid, so now we don't get worried about like the finickiness of like it being perfectly exact and it's not gonna like break slightly. Okay, so this was the other thing we need to do. How much area do the lights illuminate? Do they need power? they need power, why do they bother? Okay, that's actually a big area. Do I throw some like illuminators around just like I do kind of like how that there's like in the places you've built at night, it becomes bright, but also in the day everything's bright. I like that it actually glows in the dark. At the same time, I do just like the day more. It's actually kind of crazy like for such a, like a for like it's like a mobile game that's all about like logistics and stuff. Yet they've got like some really cool like shading stuff that happens in here and like the lights and the daylight cycle. It's a bunch of like really like small details that make a big difference. How long has it been? 2 hours, 11 minutes? Yeah, I don't know if we'll quite one-shot this level today, but we'll see. It's already 10. I don't know if I can go another hour. If I go another hour now, I'm not getting to bed till like 1. Even the textures look cool. Yeah, they actually do so good. There's like and there's such like a big it's such a big community too. There's tons of modders and like there's like designers for like the thing. There's all sorts of like designers and people that like do there's people that do the coding stuff and work that out. There's people that do the design of what's it called? Like the design of schematics and stuff. Some of the stuff the community does is like things the community can do are like even more impressive than what the game does sometimes too. I think we don't need to do too much more pausing from this point as well, so things will start to move faster. Even during the chaotic times, power's still fine. They are starting to break some of it. I will replace it with the stronger ones at some point now. Is there anything else good that we could have? I think we mainly have to work with electric guns because there's no, like, anything up here. Say we stop at wave 30? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I actually like that idea for the sole reason of next time I can come into the world already and take a screenshot of something like this and use it as the thumbnail. Because I think I, again, forgot to set a thumbnail for this. So it'll at least give me a reminder next time to, like, make a thumbnail. So wave 30 is good, then. Wait a minute, there's a phase weaver here? Yeah, so I guess we are getting the phase weaver after this one, then, right here. Yeah, Tarfields. Yeah, that's gotta be a phase weaver, then, because there's one sitting right here. How did I not notice that to this point? Is that... Okay, so it's not that steady of a trip. We do have water right here. I always get, like, so excited whenever guys being put water into a build, because it's just so strong. Focus on the fence? Honestly, like, next stream, I would expect at the rate we're going, like, the next stream will be, like, just finishing touches. Because, like, sure, it'll be 10 waves. Yeah, around the last 10 waves. Yeah, I guess that does make sense if they start getting difficult around then, but... Yeah, we can start focusing on some, like, bots and some... Getting a little bit of bot production and getting... How are we gonna do this? That does just work. Getting some bots and getting some better defenses. I always get so excited when I can put water because it makes things like so much faster. Like that's like a solid stream of... Yeah, there we go, look at that. That's like a solid stream of titanium going in, and that's getting lots of plastinium now. I think the other thing we're going to do is bots, but maybe we'll do that next time. Or maybe do that right away. I'm going to pre-prepare to switch out the wall after the next wave. It's cool. There's actually like a gap up here for the wall specifically. You see that? There's just like there's a random like nook there where you can put a wall. I assume that's intentional. Big walls on the small. Oh. Thank you. Uh-oh. We're fine. I wasn't worried for a second. Should maybe overlay them a bit too. How far out do I put these? That's still valid, but that seems kind of forward. Well, if any of it can't hold just because the mender's too far away, then we'll just live with that. We have enough stuff to put them there. I didn't know plastinium walls needed metaglass as well. I guess metaglass is used for something more than just, like, the normal stuff, then. We're not even gonna get half of this placed in time. That might be of concern. Ow. Hand still hurts from the blister. I'm hoping the blister, like, clears up by the end of tomorrow or so. It's certainly gotten smaller and, like, healed in small parts today, but I needed to get better sooner. That's the reason I didn't stream yesterday, just because I had, like, the blister in my hand. Oh, you're right. That probably is what reflects the laser. Because plastinium, that would make sense. The combination of, like, the hard material plus metaglass is like an alloy that can reflect a laser. That would make like in-game sense. Let's build one more. Thought about what resources you use for each building? Yeah, they kind of did, didn't they? Like, a lot of it is, like, just general progression stuff, but some of it, like, does make sense. Like, anything that has to do with water always uses metaglass. There's one thing, like, later on that's, like, one of the pumps, for whatever reason, needs a thing that almost doesn't seem necessary, but you realize they called it the thermal pump as though it's using... It's called the thermal pump as though it's using, like, some sort of thing that would explain why it's using that advanced resource. And, like, some of the stuff, like the Surge alloy is used specifically in things that, like... I think it's, like... I think, with the exception of maybe the incinerator, there's a bunch of machines that get hot later on, and those things are the things that use the Surge alloy, because it's specifically supposed to be, like, an alloy against melting and stuff. They have really, like, thought about it. And, like, even though Surge is, like, a later game thing, it's just built out of a bunch of the early game things, because that's the whole point of the alloy. You're not making it out of a late game thing or a strong resource. You're combining just titanium with a couple other small things, which is how most alloys are made. They really have thought about it really well. What was I doing? Defenses. Right, I don't have access to meltdowns yet. Like, the best we could... I can, like, research the fuse. Not even close. Put that there, and then get 2 more of these in that gap spot. So we'll start upgrading the defenses now. So yeah, we don't have the overdrive projector or the overdrive. Oh, it's only a 1. Oh well. So we don't have the overdrive projector or anything, and we don't have anything that can be boosted. So the one thing we maybe could add is like salvos or ripples. With like we could bring some of the pyrite over here. But we don't have much we can like make in this area. We could go down here and harvest some of this and turn the scrap into pyrite. Because scrap plus sand should make everything we need for pyrite. Scrap can even turn into sand. So then we should be able to... Yeah. No, we still need coal. And we can't get coal without water, although we do have the cultivator and spores for water. Yes, we could make some, like, pyrite and then use that in, like, hails or something. Yeah, cryofluid over here seems stable. Oh, what do you know? We're actually running low on this. Okay. And it's because of the sand. Luckily, that's, like, the easiest fix. There's oil under the scrap? There is? Really? Like, how is there oil under the scrap? Do you mean oil under the broken buildings? Because shouldn't you not even be able to build on those? Under the scrap area. That makes sense. I mean, hang on, I'll deconstruct that in a moment. Because you're not supposed to be able to build on oil, though, right? Is the game breaking its own rules? Okay, here we go. Now that's like consistent sand going in. That still might not quite be enough pyrite. Below? Oh, you mean south of here. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh sorry. Yeah, so it was yeah, talking like language wise, I think either that word was fine. I just thought you meant like physically like it's weird because we're talking in the second dimension because the game is 2D. Um so you like the best way to describe it, like to avoid absolute confusion, might have just been south as using it like a direction. Um, but below and under would both be something like that would normally be said and also would cause the exact same confusion. Because of the, like, do you mean under or do you mean below? Because of the way the 2D is facing. Yeah, so these will probably handle till at least wave 30. So I could take the oil. What did I need oil for? If I'm trying to make pyrite, I could take the oil and make coal out of that. Right. Yeah, so take the oil and make coal out of that. And then take sand and some scrap into lead. And then we get pyrite for some ripples, or salvos. Salvos might be better, because ripples are going to be like longer range, but oh yeah, I guess they do walk for a fair ways, so ripples might be still good. Yeah, I guess we'll worry about that next time then. Um, yeah, so I guess we'll figure that out tomorrow. Maybe we'll work a little bit in the robots now then. Because I do want to get some of this done now. That's a lot of resources coming all into the base. So we only need... So for monos, we need silicon and lead. We don't have the easiest... It's 11? 11 what? 11 your time? It's 10 my time. Just much later... Probably later than I should be going on like tonight. Get that in there. Did I bring power down here? Sort of. Probably end the stream soon. Well, for sleep. No, no. So, actually, if I end the stream now, I'm not even going to sleep immediately. If I end the stream, I'm still going to be up for at least like an hour yet. So, like, if I want to be in bed by midnight, I should be ending the stream within like a half hour or so. Okay, mono's there. I probably will end it fairly soon, though. I'll build that, and then the plan is just... Whoops, sorry. Once we get like sufficient monos, we'll build the additive. When do you usually wake up? Depends. Around like 7. Like, yeah, 7 most days probably. I usually get like 6 to 7 hours of sleep, which, I mean, I know is not enough, but I don't have it. Me specifically does not have an excuse. Yeah, 6 hours of sleep is enough. Yeah. Are you saying this are you saying that sarcastically or not? How is there copper? Oh. Real. Yeah, 6 is enough. I can go till 1 a.m. That gives us another hour and a half to stream. And then I can go to sleep at 1 and wake up at 7. Good enough. So I'll get 8 monos first, and then we'll upgrade them to polys. Or then we'll start making polys. Actually, no, we have no use for monos. I may as well immediately go polys. Dormitory years, you sleep is usually from 12 to 5? Really? That's not enough. I was, like, 6 hours is... You do know 6 hours is also not enough, right? Like the recommendation is like 8 to 10, right? 5 is not enough. Oh my god. Like I am totally on board with like the funny jokes about like 5 hours is enough sleep, and like true gamers don't sleep, but you still need sleep. That's it's not real. You actually do need sleep. How long have we been going? We've been going 2.5 hours. That explains why the peas are melting. It's gotten quite severe. I'm worried for them. The other thing we needed was graphite, right? We still don't have great graphite production. How do you want to get graphite in here? Just like this. Good enough. We can't get multiplicative yet, eh? No, not even close. Thorium. Sorry. The rules in the dormitory, you can't use restrooms after 6 a.m.? Why is that a rule? Why are you allowed to ban someone from the bathroom after 6? What? Why? Oh, for taking a bath. Okay, well. Okay, well. Yeah, I guess that makes sense then. Are you allowed to take baths at night? I usually just bathe I just usually bathe the previous night. How do I get graphite? I mean, I guess that's decent enough production. And silicon's coming in kind of slow anyway. It's really not enough. You can take a bath at night, yes, just do that. That's just like totally what I would do. I just take a bath at night. Can I? There we go. I actually have these conveyors now. You take baths twice a day? Ha, nerd. Oh, damn it, that still doesn't work. Ah, I've got to beat. Take that, game. I have better conveyors now. Uh-oh, have they got past? No, we're fine. Oh, god damn it. I guess I gotta pick it up manually. Okay, so that'll start producing polys. And I don't really think we need, like, offensive boss for this one. It should just be a couple of polys to help us, like, produce some of the defenses, but I think mainly we'll just have, like, defenses. Oops, sorry again. Maybe we'll produce a couple of, like... We don't have good air attacking units yet, eh? Like, we could produce, like, the normal air attacking unit, but that's about it. Because the next one is bombers, and the third level we can't unlock yet, so... I think this is about where we'll end it, though. 2.5 hours is a particularly long stream for me. I think it's the longest one yet, but... I mean, I'm totally fine with, like, certain days on, like... it is almost summer for me, only a week left of school. Cold shower in the morning can really wake you up. That's only if you have problems waking up. I can wake up in the morning just fine. I'm definitely a morning person. I'm the kind of person who, like... I like to sleep in, but as soon as I have to get up, I'll get up, be out of bed, and, like... Kind of helps you with 5 hours of sleep? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm the kind of person who, like... I actively like purposely waking up earlier, so that I can just be half asleep the rest of the time, because I enjoy the feeling of resting while being tired. I enjoy that. But, I enjoy sleeping in for that reason, but as soon as I need to be up, I'm the kind of person who can get out of bed and, like, immediately be capable of everything. I can get out of bed, and it's as though I've been up for hours. Like, after 10 minutes, it's like I've been awake for hours, and even for the first 10 minutes, it's still like I've been up for a while. I'm very much a morning person, so I don't have problems with that, but I can certainly understand, like, a cold shower in the morning if you're not that kind of person. But Yeah, this is where we'll end it, because I've been going for quite a while. Hope you guys enjoyed. Geez, it's bright. The sun has, like, completely gone down now. It's not quite completely, there's still some light coming from outside, but... Title of the stream's kind of clickbait, by the way. Well, I expected to get all the way. We got close. Florence, you're here at a terrible time. Hi. You unfortunately caught us right at the end. Would you like to have the closing word? Sorry, you got us at a really bad time there. Yeah, I guess it is kind of clickbait. I didn't intend it to. I did think we would be able to complete it all the way, but I only expected like 30 waves anyway. I wasn't expecting 40. And had it only been 30 waves, I would have just stayed a little longer to beat it there. Because we very well could have just pushed the next 10 waves manually and beat it there easily, but I didn't expect it to go that long. But we'll beat it next. I'll amend the stream title name to doing most of the way, and then we'll complete it tomorrow. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you enjoy my content, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.